Hey guys, it's Polo here, and it is time for a deck profile. Well, the news that came out, really happy. And here we go, it's Jheva. Well, you saw it coming, don't you? Okay, so test it out for a bit. Honestly, this is just really one of the most fun decks I have had in D really. With new support, made Jheva way more better and more consistent. So, no further ado, let's go on deck profile. So, we'll start with right deck first. So, the right deck, well, pretty straightforward. So, starter, surprise egg. And then your grade 1, you run Reno. Reno's skill is when this unit is rolled upon by Ray, you can switch it to a Trickstar called Regressive deck. The other skill is on the Regressive Circle, but which is not important because you're not going to play any copies of her in the main deck. And I run the Ryu herself. Oops, sorry about that. And Ryu. So Ryu, when this unit is rolled upon by Jheva, you can look at the top 7 card for a Prayer Dragon, put on the hand and shuffle the deck. So, yep. It's pretty consistent, and Jheva herself, so the chicken itself. Okay, so Jheva skill, act once per turn on Vanguard Circle, discard a card, choose a Trickstar and a Prayer Dragon for drop, and you will call it Vanguard Circle. Second skill is when you attacks, combat 1, choose a unit in its crossover state and stand it. So pretty straightforward. So I'll go more in detail. Okay, I've seen a little variations on these builds, and this is my build specifically, so you might want to play around with some stuff here and there, but this is my build and test it out. It works fine for me. This is my build. I'm not gonna say it's like everyone should build my build, but you'll see in a moment. So we'll put right deck there. Alright, so let's go to main deck. So main deck, you definitely need 3 Persona Ride. You have to. So no explanation needed. So you need to run a full playset of your 3 more copies of your Persona Ride. Now here's the new guy, which is I am really happy this game came out. So we have 3 blazing holy, whatever it is, holy blazing sword equip Vairina. So Vairina, this card literally makes Jheva so much better. Really, it's literally carrying Jheva if I mistake myself. So let's go to skill. So Jheva's Vairina skill, over crossover rate. Unlike the past crossover, this requires is a different criteria. You need Trickstar and 2 different Prayer Dragons, or more, two or more different Prayer Dragons. So it means you need any 2 Prayer Dragons or more. They have to be different. You cannot have one of them being the same. So yeah, you can do that. You can't do that. So second skill, continuous on front row Regressive Circle. During your turn, if this unit is to cross over the state, this unit gets 10 of the power, and all your Nirvana Vanguards get triple drive and plus 10 of the power. So being a grade 3 and have triple drive, freaking good. Okay, really good, because this helps somewhat a little bit of the consistency issue of Jheva in a sense, because Jheva needed that power boost and possibly that triple drive. So really good that Vairina actually helps that. Okay, second skill is that, third skill is auto on Regressive Circle. When this unit in the crossover state is stood by your Vanguard's ability, if your opponent's grade 3 or higher, you come as 1, stand all of your Talisman or Prayer Dragon regards, and if you have 5 or more cards in as your original dress on this unit, remove all your opponent's markers on the Regressive Circles and retire all the regards. So, okay, so here's the thing. Vairina, I never really personally want to use all 5 to wipe out the whole board unless really needed. Because I think the only reason why you want to do that is just to play against Dragon Tree, but that's the enemy for you. But honestly, yeah, this is just really, hey, yeah, you can just stand all your Talisman. You can Trickstar all your Vairinas and all your Prayer Dragons, and you can stand them, and yet you can attack like a few more times, which is pretty good. The plus 5, the 5 original dress state, yeah, I suggest don't really use it because it's really resource heavy. You don't want to use it unless you're really forced to. So don't force yourself to use it. Just use it. You just get 2 Prayer Dragons and Trickstar, and you're good to go. Alright, so that's it for the grade 3s, not grade 2s. Now, aside from Vairina, this is the only other crossover unit I run in this deck, because honestly, you're solo space, you don't really want to run too many crossover units, and I think the fact that tight space so tight, you don't think you want to play much. So another important card, Vairina. Vairina skill, crossover dress with Trickstar and a Prayer Dragon. What was it? Okay, so first skill is when this unit is crossover. When this unit is placed on the crossover state, you may take 2 Vairinas from your drop, put it as original dress in this unit. Second skill is when this unit attacks as in your crossover state, for the battle, this unit gets 10 of power. Then you may choose a original address, Vairina original address in the original address, and put it in drop zone. So you either draw one or counter charge one. The reason why you're playing this is not only for early game, but also it's counter charge. This is a very important key for Jheva. You need counter charge in this deck. No counter charge is going to be really hard. So again, as I said, these two are the only crossover addresses I run in this deck, because like I said, with all the Prayer Dragon supporting this card, this deck, these are the only two you need. Maybe I could play more crossover units, but because the type space is so tight, I don't think it's necessary really. Alright, so we'll go on to the Prayer Dragons themselves. So we have two new ones. We have Apareja. This is a new Prayer Dragon. First skill is when this unit is placed on risk other from deck, you still has one, discard a card, search a deck for a Prayer Dragon, call the regard, and shuffle the deck. Second skill is when this unit becomes an original address, you draw a card and choose one of your units outer address, and for that turn, it cannot be chosen by your opponent's effect until the end of the opponent's next turn. So basically, it's so-called temporary resist on itself. So you mainly want to do it to put off address with strawberry. Maybe you can do it mirrors if you can, but as I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be honest, this is really combo heavy, so you have to know what the heck you're doing, because if you do a slight misplay, it's gonna be jumbled up all the place really. So yep. And next off, the other Prayer Dragon is Nandika. Nandika is very similar to Vairina, but it's a Prayer Dragon, and I think it works better in this case, I guess. So first, his skill is when this unit becomes an original address, you soul blast one. Until the end of the turn, choose on your outer address, and it gets when this unit attacks for that battle. If your opponent chooses to guard, you must guard 2 or more. So it's somewhat like a budget Garo, but it works in this case because Vairina needs 2 or more Prayer Dragons to work as original address. So this is pretty useful. I initially want to run the combo deck, but I realized power might not do much as well, so this might work better. So I run 2. I will show you what you can do, play on ratios you want, so I can show you in a bit. So yeah. So next Prayer Dragon I run is 2 Stragaglio. Now the reason why I run Stragaglio is pretty simple, because yeah, it doesn't do much in the deck, but the reason I'm playing this is because I can actually search a Trick Star if I really need to. Sure, there's no overdress units any overdress units in this deck, but if I need Trick Star, this guy will really help, because 2 is enough. I mean, I see people play 1, but 1's just like, yeah, I mean, you have to be high roll in order to get that deck. And by the way, Stragaglio skill is when this unit is placed from hand, regard to hand. If your Vanguard is a Nirvana, you may discard a card, search your deck for an overdress unit or Trick Star, put in your hand, and shuffle the deck. Second skill is when this unit comes on original address, count as 1. Call a Trick Star from drop to regard circle. So I've seen between one of these, which I don't think is a good idea, because well, what's the chance of you drawing 1 really? I mean, yeah, triple drive, but you want to increase the chance a little bit, so I play 2 of these. And in fact, I think if you know how to work around with this deck, this actually makes a little sense. As I said, it's combo heavy, but if you know what you're doing, then it should not be a problem. And the next Prayer Dragon is a new Prayer Dragon. It is for Drahas. 2 Drahas, my bad. Okay, his skill is when this unit is placed on Rearguard Circle. If your Vanguard is a Nirvana, you may combat 1, retire a Rearguard, take up a total of 2 Blazing Heavenly, which is indicated by N10 over here. Take two Blazing Heavenly cards from deck and drop. Call in Rearguard as rest and shuffle deck. If you look at the deck, you shuffle deck, and if you retired a crossover dress unit for this cost, you draw a card. So you want to put mirrors first. Once your mirrors out of dress of Vairina original dress, you can retire it, just get a draw power. So it's really combo heavy, so you have to be sure what you're doing. Alright, and last off, the last period, I ran 2 Grey Mirror. Now you can actually knock down 1 of these, because at the end of the day, if you're gonna use Arpeggio, you can actually search for Grey Mirror, but just because I want to make it a little more consistent, because I need mirrors to actually fill this up really. So I picked 2 of these. Maybe I'll knock 1 Grey Mirror just for one of these periods. I think possibly an Arpeggio, but we'll see how it goes. As for now, this deck works okay for me. If I need to change, you can take 1 Grey Mirror just for an Arpeggio. So Grey Mirror skill is when this unit comes in original dress, you soul blast 1, look at the top 7 cards for 2 Vairinas. up to 2 Vairinas and put one of them in the hand and put the rest in drop zone. So and shuffle deck. So sets of mirrors you can, and the reason why I'm playing mirror is because you only have two over the cost of units, 2 variants in this deck. You have Vairina and mirrors. That's really it. So you need very just to literally search for more Vairinas because it can be +1 in your hand. And and of course I also play 4 of the effect PG Spark Reject Dragon. Ideally you want to play the Elemental Second 2 if you pay 1 PG, but because it's too expensive I just play 4 will do really. And just to make it a little bit just in case, I run 1 Cyan. This is a promo, a little bit hard to get right now. I only play 1 of these because you don't necessarily need to play a lot of these, and I think not all decks necessarily need to use this card. So if you're in a situation that you don't need to use this card, then you can just use the skill digit. But sometimes you're playing against Jet, Messiah, Youth Birkin. For Million, yeah, this card might come in handy. So 1 is enough. You don't really need more than that. So this guy's the order skill is that when this unit is placed in your order zone, if your Vanguard, or when this unit is placed in the order zone, and if your Vanguard's Nirvana, or it's discarded for Nirvana's cost, you may draw a card. So just +1 really. So if you can use Jheva, if you don't need Cyan, you can just discard to draw 1, or even put set in order zone, it's just to draw 1. So your Vanguard's Nirvana. Second skill is continuous on order zone. If your Vanguard is in Nirvana, and if your Vairina regard is bind or return on deck, take a Trickstar from the original address and put in your hand and put the rest in drop zone. So you bypass the lock, the bind or the spin in the deck. So 1 is enough because you're never gonna run a situation where you need 2 because 2 is really not too much. I mean, I always run in this, so I don't think most of the time I don't usually use this card, but in case I play these 4 decks, then yeah, these guys will come in handy. Yep, so, and of course, since this is Jheva, you definitely run 4 Trickstars. Now, I've seen people play like what? They replaced the normal starter for Trickstar, but honestly, you can't get on time really. So this is why I play 4 in the main deck really. So it's enough space really, but yeah, it's basically resist. So what we'll talk about. So triggers pretty simple. Your Dragon Empire OT, 8 crits, 8 crits, 8 crits, 3 of the effect draws, and 4 defect crystal, and 4 normal heals. I don't even need to play defect heals because they're not really useful. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's a very combo heavy deck, I'll be honest. But it's, once you know how to play this deck, it's actually pretty strong. That's all I can say. So that's it for my deck profile. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked it, please do like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Maybe we'll do some gameplay if I ever have time because I'm busy studying. But I just got the set today, so I just played the quick test the whole day, and I finally missed this build. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this deck profile, and stay tuned for more. Peace.